Labdien, labvakar, mīļie skolēni. Hello, dear students. I'm going to go through today's lesson that we did this morning before lunch. So first of all, we saw this boy and description about himself, and also I asked you to do the exercise where you write about yourselves using similar sentences. We're going to go through each of the sentences in the following slides. Now I'm going to read, and you're welcome to follow along for the pronunciation. Mani sauc Jānis. Man ir 11 gadi. Es esmu no Latvijas. Es dzīvoju Rīgā. Man mugurā ir rozā krakls, melnas bikses, melnas zeķes un melni apavi. Kā tevi sauc? What is your name? Kā viņu sauc? What is his name? Kā jūs sauc? What is your name in plural? Mani sauc, my name is, viņu sauc, his or her name is, mūs sauc, our name is. Cik tev gadi? How old are you? Cik jums gadi? How old are you when we're talking about plural? Man ir gadi. Mums ir the number and gadi. Gadi means years. No kurienes tu esi? Where are you from? No kurienes jūs esat? Where are you from? In plural. Es esmu no Latvijas. Mēs esam no Latvijas, Krievijas, Singapūras un Francijas. Here you can see that the country name Latvia has added an ending. It has taken another case because we have this preposition no. The no means from Latvia. No Krievijas, that also here we add S because it finishes with A. We add the S ending. No Singapūras un Francijas. And when the country ends with A, we just have to add S. Kur tu dzīvo? Kur jūs dzīvojat? Where do you live? Here, tu refers to singular or informal. Here, jūs is for plural or for a formal. Es dzīvoju Rīgā. I live in Riga. Mēs dzīvojam Latvijā. We live in Latvia. And as you can see, in Latvian, we don't use the preposition in. Instead, we change the case of the noun, in this case Riga, and we change the ending. So instead of Riga, we have Riga. And when we have this long sign, this line over the vowel, in this case, it will be the meaning in, Riga, Latvijā. When the noun ends with a, usually it's going to be Latvijā, so with the ending pronounced a bit longer. Kas tev mugurā? What are you wearing? Kas jums mugurā? What are you wearing in plural? And as you can see also here, we have a long ending in the end. And if we translate literally, it will mean on my back or what I have on my back. So it means what am I wearing? So what's on my back? Man mugurā ir. On my back I have. But of course, correct translation in English is going to be I am wearing. Man mugurā ir oranžs tēkrekls. Mums mugurā ir oranžs, rozā, gaiši zils, dzeltens un zaļš krekls. And as you can see, the color endings are the same, ending with s, except here sh. Zaļš is an exception, because the noun krekls is a masculine noun. We're going to look here a little bit about the grammar. For nouns, or in Latvian, lietvārds. So lietvārds have two main characteristics. It will have a gender, or dzimte, vīriešu dzimte, or sieviešu dzimte, masculine or feminine. The words or nouns ending with s, is, us, in vienskaitlis, so in singular, is going to be masculine. The nouns ending with a, e, s, in singular, are going to be feminine. There are not many examples of nouns ending with s that are feminine, but you will be told, I will show you more examples when the time comes. At the moment, there are these that we have encountered. The other characteristic is that it has a number. It has vienskaitlis. Viens is like one, so it refers to singular. Daudzskaitlis refers to many. Daudz means many, skaitlis number, so plural. And when the singular masculine noun is changed to plural, all the endings are going to be the same. So instead of krakls, you will have krakli. Instead of mētelis, you will have mēteli. Instead of lietus, you will have lieti. In the ending of is, you will see that there is a bit of change with the consonant before the ending, and that will be the consonant switch. Līdzskaņu mija. So when it changes in plural or with a certain case. There is another characteristic of the noun, and those are cases. And in this table here, if you can imagine it's arranged in a table, these are nominatives, or nouns that answer question kas. In total, we have 6 cases, but that we will talk about later. Here you can see a table of the nouns of declinations. Each of these endings are arranged in a group that are called declinations. And as you can see, this letter N refers to the case. And here you will see first, second, third are the masculine, vīriešu dzimte, vienskaitlis. And in the fourth column, you will see daudzskaitlis, so plural. All the endings will come as one. And the fourth, fifth, and the sixth declination are the sieviešu dzimte, or feminine. And here you'll see for each ending, there is going to be a bit different plural ending. You will add an S after A. So for example, if it was kleita, in plural, it's going to be kleitas. If it's cepure, hat. In plural, it's going to be cepures, many hats. And if the ending is s, for example, ats, many or two will be atsis. So here we put an I before S. And as noun is an independent word, it can be described. And to describe a noun, we can use numbers and adjectives. So in the case, if we're using adjectives, we're going to need to change the ending of the adjective in case it describes a masculine or a feminine noun. So if the noun that the adjective explains or describes is krakls, and we know krakls is a masculine noun, shirt, or metelis ends with is, it's a coat, then the adjective that will describe it, sarkans, red, is going to end with s. If the noun that the adjective explains is in plural, so tsimdi or gloves, sorry, then also the adjective is going to be ending with a masculine plural ending e. And for all the masculine singular nouns, the ending is going to be s. In a couple of cases, it's going to be sh, for example, zalsh. Yeah, so zalsh. In other cases, it's going to be just s. And all the plurals are e. So if you have plural noun to be described, you add e in the end of adjective. And the same happens with feminine nouns, sieviešu dzimtes lietvārdi. So if you have kleita or cepure to describe, then you use ending a for the adjective. For example, sarkana kleita, red dress, or sarkana cepure, red hat. If you have bikses or zetes, so these are plural, bikses, pants or trousers, zetes, socks, and you can see they end with es. You will add the plural ending to the adjective. And in this case, it's only as. As for all the adjectives that explain plural feminine nouns. If you have any more questions about this, you can write to me and clarify, or you can just try to watch again and see if you have understood. Another thing you can do to find out if you understood the task, you can go to this worksheet and complete the activity. I will explain to you how it's done. Here you have to fill in the blanks with the correct word. So as you can see, the one row is meant for one adjective. It's red. Okay, so we have color red, and you have to write it in the correct form. So if, sorry, it's beautiful. So skaisti will be, what is going to be? Vīriešu dzimte daudzskaitlis. So here you have to write the same word. So you take the root, skaista, and you add the ending, skaists. Here, zaļš is only an example when it is used, the sh ending, because really it's going to be very rarely you will have adjective ending with sh. And here, you just write the root. The root is the part of the word that doesn't change, and the ending is the part that changes. And you add what is going to be the ending. And so you have to complete all these rows. Okay, each row, one word. If you see zaļš, you know that here you have to write the same word, but with the correct ending, and so on. In the second exercise, you have a bit of context. Here is explained introduced this group of young friends and also described what they are wearing. And in the brackets, you have the color. In usually generic is masculine, but you have to see what noun is next to this color. And depending on noun that is next to this color, you will write the adjective. So for example, kleita is sieviešu dzimte, vienskaitlis, and you know that the ending for sieviešu dzimte vienskaitlis is a. You have to remove the ending s and just write the word here, and so on. So you see this sandales. What is this ending? Then you choose the correct ending for whichever you think is correct. And so on. You can go back to the presentation if you are not sure what endings were for masculine, feminine nouns. And otherwise, if you will complete it, please, when you finish it, I should view your results. Okay, good luck.